Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Haloti Ngata able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Touchdown! Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand. Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace-spoon going, big son told me about the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A give for Edwards running right. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. It's Montana. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Montana to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Rob Gronkowski, 36 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the NFC. And some space here. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Montana. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score NFC 21.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Jackson.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play fake. Now here's Montana. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Going to try to throw for it with Montana. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They will look to throw. Montana rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 43 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Montana. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now left side on the swing pass. Bulldozes past him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he is into the...
when I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.